So welcome back. A good friend of mine dropped this off. He says he got it from somebody, and that's about all the history I know of it. It came with a box of parts, and we're just gonna go through it. This is just gonna be a quick assessment to see what we're dealing with. First of all, no idea what this is. It says Galileo on it, and I did do a little bit of research on this, trying to find it, but I couldn't find anything on this Galileo, so I don't know what that is. Curious thing is this: it says licensed by Yamaha. So obviously it's a 50cc two-stroke. We got drum brakes up front, little CVT transmission. It's missing a part, obviously. It's missing the head, spark plug wire, floorboards seem to be gone. We got parts bin. Oh, there's the top, there's a cap. No head gasket. Carburetor. And assorted hardware. Carburetor's here. And the cap is here. It looks like may have had a head gasket leak. Maybe that's why it was parked. Okay. Fuel tank, I guess. Fuel pump, maybe. We're missing a hose there. Kickstart. Horn, turn signals, light switches. $76. 176.3 on the clock. No gas. Bundle of wires. And some duct tape. That's cool. That's always a good sign when you got duct tape on the wiring harness. Just quickly, looks like everything. Rectifier. A relay. Nothing looks cut. That's good. It's got a key. Trip and a relay. I don't know if we have power, if we have a battery somewhere. Oil tank. So it's one of them type of things. Not sure what that is. Wiring harness cover. Mud dauber nest fell down. Engine is free. Can't speak for compression at the moment. We got random hoses. So that's it. Okay. Should we even see if it's got spark? Who knows? It might. Let's see. Key. Focus. I hope it not. Steady. That's not gonna work. Somewhere better. try this way. Is there anything there? I don't know. Whatever. Just let me zoom back out. So here we are. This is going to be it. My next project. Oh, the door parts list. Plastics, more plastics, more plastics, headlight, exhaust, airbox, some mirrors, airbox. No? Yeah, no, I don't know what that is. Spare airbox. Oh yeah, cracked. Replaced airbox. And some yellow wire. And 3 mirrors. I guess it's a scooter, so it's got to have a ton of mirrors. All right. Well, definitely have my work cut out. And figuring out, first of all, what this is and how we can get it moving. Okay, so I don't know if you guys noticed. I thought I was missing a head gasket, and this was the actual head. And it was showing where there was a head gasket leak, but that is the actual head gasket. It's still stuck on there, and I can feel it. So I'm gonna carefully, see, there you go. I'm gonna carefully pry this thing off without messing it up any more than it already is. And I'm gonna try the old silver spray paint trick on both sides, and I'm gonna slap it on, and I'm gonna see if we get any kind of compression, just to see, before I go spend money on it. Oh, I'm gonna have to buy a head gasket anyways, but I have the spray paint and I have this one. So we'll see how it goes. I'll bring it right back. Okay, so like everything else I do, I try to be simple. I ended up pulling the cylinder off. I ran a hone through it because it didn't look great. It looks nice now. I made a base gasket. I flattened the existing head gasket. It's pretty rough. It's all chewed up on that side. Anyways, I flattened it. I also took the head, I don't think it's called the head in 2-stroke, the cap, and sanded it so it's nice and flat. Made sure I had all the bolts that go on it. So I'm just gonna get this fancy silver spray paint. I'm gonna spray paint this thing and put it all up there. Move you guys over here so you get a better view. Let's put the head gasket, the base gasket and stuff on first. Get where you can see. Okay. Make sure I mount this right. Exhaust down. This slit that goes up. This is not meant to be a temporary, or I mean a permanent fix. This is just to see what, if any, compression this thing might have. Such a tiny little piston. Come on, slide in. Be good, be good. Be nice. There you go. Okay. Homemade base gasket. I gotta lay wires.
Eventually.
Okay, got it on. Hopefully it's the right way. And straight. Alrighty. Now we paint. And we're back over here. I'm gonna guess, since it's got this shmoo right here, looks like it's melted, I'm gonna guess it runs this way. It's got a notch, but it doesn't say whether it's up or down. What do you guys think? That look right? Whatever. No guts, no glory. You fit. You know, it'll work right. A wrench or a socket. I'm not convinced that's how that goes. Pull it back. And what? Why are you on so tight now? You just went on so easy. I'm gonna say this way actually, because it's got this fat side and it's got this fat side. So let's try this one. That looks better. Remember, I don't even know what this is, so I haven't seen it put together. I think it's a Vino clone, but I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing, let alone what I'm working on. Click, 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 to spec, 100% to spec, believe me. the other end of that. Get it on there. There we go. All right, set that there. Place your bets, everybody. Place your bets. Here we go. Hey, it's got something. Could be losing it from the gaskets that I made, but it's got something. It's sort of in the green. Cool. That might be enough for now.
The next day.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is a lesson on never assuming anything. Because check this out now. Let's see. Put it there. Like this. See that? Spark. You know what I did to fix it? I set it to that. Spark, no spark. The switch is backwards. Never assume. Anyway, that's awesome. We're gonna move on to the carburetor, and then if we can get this thing to sputter even weekly, then I will order the actual head gasket and base gasket, and we'll go from there. Oh, I did find out this. Not good, but the tire's flat, and it does this. And there's a hole for the valve stem somewhere over here. There it is. So there's a valve stem missing. Not a huge deal, I have an extra one. Just pop the wheel off. But that's a little bit of compression, a little bit of spark, an old beat up battery. Good news. And we have a horn. This is the carburetor for the little bike. This is the enrichment circuit. This, I think, goes to the vacuum valve for the gas tank. I think. I don't know, still have to figure that out. I just want to see how bad or how not bad this is. It looks fairly clean. So let's just pop this guy off and see what we have. Here we go. That's not encouraging. Oh yeah. It's brand new. I don't even think this has ever had gas through it. Cool. I'm not gonna mess with it then. Awesome. Alrighty, so this is looking kind of fuzzy. So I want to clean this up first before I do anything. And I noticed earlier in the the spare parts bin that I got with this. By spare parts bin, I mean a small Ziploc bag of bolts. That I did not have both of the screws or bolts to mount this on. Luckily, it came with this one, and I had this one. The other problem is this. This is the clamp that holds the carburetor to the intake boot, and this was kind of egged out, so you try to tighten it and it wouldn't go. So I took this and pounded on this with a ball peen hammer, just trying to close it up a little bit, and it seems to have worked. So we'll have to put it on there and find out. Should slide this on first. And this has a little notch right there, and this has a little stop right there, whatever you call that thing. That sucker is tight. Okay, no jokes. This is serious business. We're all mature adults. Okay, that's good. You, sir, go, I believe, this way. Go. I'm not kidding. Getting a little bit of throttle, but it's kind of hanging up. What is this? That's weird. That's weird, isn't it? So you guys look in there, you see the slide is right there. It's moving. It's got some resistance, but we'll see. We'll see what it does. So you know there's nothing left but to try, right? So I have a little bit of premix. And we're gonna stick this down here. A little bit. Let's get the plug in. Okay, carb's hooked up. The enrichment circuit. I don't think we need it now, but let's plug it in for fun. There. Move my bag of parts. Key on. Obligatory fingers crossed. Let's see what happens. Holy crap. That freaked me out. Oh God, okay. Okay, let's try one more time. This time I'll try not to startle myself. All right, here we go. start last time. There we go. Okay, let's see what's wrong with this guy. Get this. I assumed everything was clean, but it could not have been. There could be stuff in here blocking things. Just like I assumed that the kill switch was wired correctly instead of backwards. You need to quit assuming and just take things as if everything was messed up. Come on now. Yeah, look at that. There's nothing in here. Okay. Get this off. Come on, hose. All right. I'm gonna do the enrichment thing off first. I'm gonna figure out how to test this guy too, because it may not work. Or it could be a fuel cutoff instead of an enrichment. And no, it's enrichment. Okay. See? So where was all that gas going? That's weird. I poured a bunch of gas in here. And this is super dry. Hold on a second. I was putting the gas in here, thinking this was fuel in. This might be something else. Because yeah, okay, this might be fuel in. Let's see. Yep. I'm a dummy. Listen. Fuel in. Okay. Well, that's that. Okay, so dummy recap. I thought this was the vacuum line that was supposed to go to here. Instead, I noticed this line, which is a vacuum line I think goes to the that weird part of this carburetor on the back. I don't really know what goes on the side. This doesn't seem big enough to go on the side. So I'm just gonna leave that hooked up there. And it makes more sense that this goes there as it sucks in. Can you guys see this? So I'm not talking to myself here. Vacuum goes from the carburetor here, pulls the vacuum here, opens this up, fuel comes out here, fuel goes through that other hose, down into there. This right here, I don't know what it's for yet. Yeah, you guys probably called it. I figured out what this was for. This is for the oil tank, two-stroke oil tank that lives here as a hose. That goes in there. So we're gonna try this. I'm gonna feed it with this. See if we can get some carburetor in that bowl. Or, I'm sorry, some fuel in that bowl. We'll see if we can let it idle for a minute. Here we go. Make sure the key's on. Yep, starter didn't work. We got everything that can be hooked up is hooked up. Exhaust is hooked up. All right, give it a little bit more gas in there. And she's out of gas.